Hello. So my name's Yoda Jazz. I haven't made a video in ages. Life's been a weird travel journey, honestly, as of late. Uh, and there's a bunch of new ideas I have that I want to start making things on. So it's gonna be a bit of a change in terms of everything with my content, honestly. But I guess I'm making this as like an entry point to all of that. So I don't know, maybe this is gonna be like the video you click on and then you have the introduction. I have no idea, free rifting. But basically, if you're new into the spiritual community, or maybe, you've been around for a while and you keep getting confused or you keep getting to the same spot and feeling like maybe all of it is useless, I'm just here to tell you, like, chill, breathe. It's fine. You're gonna be alright. There's a lot of change happening currently on the planet. Everyone's going through a big shift. And I guess, like, my recommendation and suggestion is to try and find your own vibe in things. If you feel lost, if you feel like something is amiss, right? Maybe you aren't understanding, like, messages or whatever. That's just a bit of a sign to come back to center to where is your, core. So you can start trusting your own process, so you can start trusting yourself and where you are at, or what you're seeing in front of you, what you're feeling like is happening, right? So don't, you know, don't make yourself out to be like helpless or in a bad spot. That's just gonna extend the time in which you're gonna be spending within like this weird shadow period thing, and it's not here to really like cause harm or teach you a lesson about something bad or punish you or whatever, right? There's a lot of like weird ideas in spirituality that I feel like are now more obvious to be useless or harmful, but there's still a lot of people being stuck in the way of like, I should be doing this or I should be like this and whatever. And that kind of just creates a notion of like, you should be doing something or you should be different or whatever. Look, if you're lost, even if you're like confused or in the dark or whatever, that doesn't mean that you're screwing up your spiritual process or that you're screwing up your life or manifestations. That just means that you are at a different point of your journey where for you the most important thing that's happening right now is, X or Y or whatever. How you're feeling is just your definition of like where you're at as well. You can like look at that, to get some of your own clarity, because there's no person on the planet that could read your energy currently, teach you some hacks in spirituality or how things should be done, or how things really truly are, or what your shit is and what you gotta get like sorted or whatever. There's a lot more need for compassion and patience with oneself. It's legitimately currently the focus of life, is like, where are you at in your own life, and what is your relationship with yourself, and then how are you moving in your own environment with that, right? Like, what people do you have, why do you have them, what plays out, what doesn't play out, what are you wanting to happen but you're still maybe figuring out and how to actually do that, right? Admitting that you're either tired or confused or breaking down, or like you really need a change or a shift, right, is all right. You can do that. You can take the time to do that. Everyone's an adult and needs to, decompress somehow, or to come to a point of like extreme honesty with oneself to actually be like, hey, yeah, um, probably not going around this really well, or hey, I need to like take a break so I can reassess or look at these things like properly, or hey, I know some things are gonna take way much longer than I thought it was gonna take. I thought it was gonna be like this and that's it. And it's actually taking like, I don't know, months, years, something like that, right? I need a break maybe in between of all of that. Maybe I need to look at it just from the perspective of, gotta take more time in the process. And so that means you got to take more things for yourself in doing so as well. and then it's just gonna come together, really. Slowly, kind of gonna start with you just feeling better, right? But still, it's gonna put you in a position where you can start working with yourself more and better. Because at the end of the day, when you come to spirituality, I think like a lot of people are seeking something, so you're expecting to find something or to even get to a destination that wipes your slate clean and then you can move on with your life. Spirituality doesn't do that. It doesn't. It doesn't. It does change your life. It does sometimes either take away things and add something or vice versa, whatever, right? But ultimately, spirituality is a journey of more awareness of self. So what you put together is always going to come back to you. Like your guides are helping you. Any master, any teacher, they're helping you on your own journey, where it's about you and how you, journey with yourself. What it's about. Like all of those questions are best and easiest to answer for yourself, but they are impossible or convoluted for someone else to explain that. They can help in describing the journey or helping you like put attention to certain things, right? They can do so many things that are like examples of you communicating in a space that's helpful to you in, that aspect. Um, but ultimately, they're only going to let you know as much as you are willing to do with yourself or talk to yourself about, or as much as you are willing to accept where you are currently and then listen to it. Hear it, listen to it. There's no gurus, there's no guides, there's no teachers. There's people that you're gonna probably look up to like along the journey, or you have, but eventually it kind of like loses its flavor because you start seeing people in different lights as you start changing yourself. Because, labyrinth of mirrors and whatever, then we're not going to cover the point of like how everyone's reflecting a bunch of stuff to each other most of the time, but I kind of just want to like let you know that you're the best qualified person to be in your shoes in your life and to be like amidst the challenges but also amidst the answers and the questions and realizations of who you are, where you're at, what is the real like point of any of it to you personally in your life, or to what you should be doing next, or what you really want to, or what isn't right in your life. The hardest thing after like accepting, honest conversation with yourself is like taking that action, taking that point, that like idea home, like actually going with it and investing in it in a healthy, sustainable way, which is taking your time with the decision, right? Figuring it out. What are going to be the pros and the cons of it? Are you going to do it and regret it? Or are you going to do it and just accept that you are who you are and how you are, right? Are you going to wish for circumstances to just change and arrive and appear? Or are you going to contribute towards the universe being open and capable to send you something because you are open and you believe that you are capable, right? So it's gonna be wonky, mysterious in a lot of the times on a spiritual journey, but like it always boils down to the same thing. You are your own savior, you're the one you're seeking. You're your own best friend and your own worst enemy at some points in time, and you gotta like have a relationship with all of that. And then you can start expecting to have like helpful people as readers, as healers, as spiritual friends, or just in general like acquaintances, right? Then you can start expecting and experiencing more of what spirit has to tell you, more of the hard truths or high points of knowledge and awareness, right? Like all of that stuff, or just feeling better in your life and in your world and not having like weird stuff recycle constantly every year, or every few years, or every few months. Because you deserve that, you do. All of us deserve that. It's just, how do we get to the point that we are actually completely accepting that and making that in our own lives and our own experiences, right? It's different for everyone. We can share in the journey, but we don't actually at all have the same experience. So just remember that, it's good to take a break from readers or to listen to them and then have doubts, or to know your own journey in how you gotta like navigate these spiritual streets all around us. Just remember that your guides are helping you go somewhere with what you want, instead of, just leading you to somewhere they need you to be. That's not how it works. Neither does it work like that in spirituality. This is not a like worldwide cult or some shit, right? There's no like significant teachers or gurus that actually do know everything, and are blessings walking in the streets. That comes from you, and you can provide that experience to yourself in your own life. That's a way better win anyway. So yeah, have a good day, whatever you're doing, whatever you're going through. If you're not, having a good day, I hope you find some way to cope through it that helps you in like a really peaceful or protected place state, like a comfortable place state. So look after yourselves. Accept the power that you are, and have a good journey out there.